Today on Twan Used Car Don, I'll be showing you what this light means, which is your tire pressure monitoring system light, and how to repair it. So today we're going to be using the Max TPMS 3.0, which is currently like $1,400. Shit, I know. I don't think I paid for it. I think the shop paid for it. So we'll begin by putting the name and model of the vehicle and the year inside the TPMS tool. And here we go. It's a Toyota. Go all the way down to the year. I think it's like a 2012. Or it's Toyota 2012. This is important too. And it's also important to make sure it's going to ask me if it has 4 wheels or 3 wheels, or if it's alloy or it's steel wheels. And here we go. We go over to each tire pressure sensor. And you scan it, and it should like beep. And after a little while, if it doesn't beep, you go over to the next one. If it doesn't beep, it means that it's not registering, which in fact means that it's actually bad, because these tire pressure sensors have little batteries in it, pretty much the same battery that's in your watch. And here we go. So we've had actually 3 sensors are bad. So I went ahead, got the sensors from my parts guy, which if you get factory sensors, they're like $90 to $100 each. And I pre-scanned them. So I went and I scanned each one, and you're going to see it's going to pick up the identification number immediately. Boom, that's 1. And here we're going to scan number 2. Boom, 2. Like, like that's when the battery is good. The sensor picks up the signal immediately. 3 and 4. And just in case, because a lot of times this machine doesn't work, so I have to actually use the Toyota machine, I wrote the numbers down. And we're going to be using a 1/4 inch 12 millimeter. And we're going to come to the shovel, break the tire in. A lot of technicians actually take the tire all the way off. And if you do that, that's going to add time to the job. I think in the shop, if you go to a shop, I think they actually charge you for all 4 sensors like 3 hours per labor, because they take the tire off and they rebalance the tire. But when you do it this way, you just take the shovel, break it open right at the sensor. Don't actually break it open at the sensor. Break it open a little bit in front of the sensor, and then come back and then ease it open and take the sensor out. And here we're going to replace it. Like I said, for training purposes, I know this time the angles of the camera is kind of off, but I'm just trying to show you how this job is performed. And keep in mind, I'm doing this with one hand. I mean, maybe I'll ask somebody, hey, record my YouTube channel for me. Help me out. But no, maybe in future reference. So here we come. We're going to come. Got the new sensor in. And we're taking that 11 millimeter. Tight, just around snug. You don't want to over tighten these things, because you're going to snap and you're going to need new sensors right away. So we're going to come back. Then we're going to air the tire up until you hear the pop. And then we're going to come take the scanner and hook it up to your OP2. And then you turn the key on. I think I already had the key on for this procedure. All right, I went back into tire pressure learn. I click connect USB, and I click learn and give it a minute. And it says success. So a lot of times, not immediately, when you go back open, it won't reset the light. You might have to restart it a few times, or maybe even you test drive it. But pretty soon, you're going to get in there and boom, light's gone. So that's how you replace a tire pressure sensor. Please make sure you like and subscribe to Twan, the Used Car Don.